There's nothing in sports quite like opening the box to reveal your championship ring. And whether you're doing it for the first time or the third, it's always special. But for Nick Allegretti and McCole Hardman,
oh, 3 times!
The road to their third ring,
hey, 3 times,
is a little more meaningful than their first 2.
Just be able to win 3 rings.
Oh my God!
Like, just amazing, bro. Like, you know, dream come true.
Going into year 6, 3 rings, I just can't believe how, fortunate I've been to get to this point.
Allegretti's football journey has taken him to Washington as he signed with the Commanders this offseason. But it started with him playing college ball for the University of Illinois, where the Chicago native's NFL dreams were validated by a Bears legend.
Sophomore year, Lovie Smith comes in, and that was one of the first surreal moments I ever had. I was a die-hard Bears fan, and now he's standing in front of me talking to me. And going into my junior year, he shows me the roster, and my name's got a circle around it. And he's like, anyone that's got a circle is someone that can play in the NFL. And that was kind of that first time I realized that I had a shot to play in the NFL, and somebody who had been there for a long time also thought that.
Allegretti did make it to the NFL, being selected in the 7th round of the 2019 draft.
An outstanding block by Nick Allegretti.
The same year the Chiefs drafted Hardman in the 2nd round.
On deep, there's Hardman, and the rookie has his first NFL touchdown.
We gotta take it for the crown, man. We gotta put the crown out here.
They were crowned Super Bowl champions as rookies, though neither played a starring role in the game.
I still could have called myself a Super Bowl champion, but you want to be a significant member of that team.
Super Bowl 57 delivered the duo's 2nd ring. On the same day, both Allegretti and Hardman became first-time fathers.
It was one of the wildest days of my life. Super Bowl was an extra result, but our dreams came true when we became parents.
Obviously, we won a Super Bowl. Obviously, my son was born, so I got a Super Bowl baby. So that was kind of like the joy I had from that win.
After the 2022 season, Hardman dipped his toes into the free agent waters.
This was my first time being free agent, and the Jets had a very good, unique situation there. And then Aaron comes, and which was like a cherry on top because he wasn't the greatest to do it. It was a lot of opportunity.
But like, I watched you my whole life. I can't wait to tell my son, like, hey, this guy right there, I played with him.
During his time in New York, Hardman made a prophetic prediction.
McCole, you see the future. Tell us, who do you see the Jets playing in this year's Super Bowl? Say it.
49ers.
49ers, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Jets and the 49ers.
That's crazy.
Hardman's tenure with the Jets lasted just 6 games before he was traded back to his new old team in October.
Where we at, dog? My dog back.
McCole Hardman takes it at his own 15. Breaks a tackle. McCole Hardman, welcome back to the Chiefs Kingdom where you belong.
Yeah! Yeah! That's great news. That's great news.
McCole Hardman making his presence felt.
That's how you respond to all of that, dog. Happy as hell for you, brother.
Any nerves today coming back?
I was just happy to be back with these guys. Just to be able to help the team, that means a lot.
An 8th straight AFC West title for the Chiefs landed them in a divisional round matchup with the Bills, where an injury to starting guard Joe Tooney gave a chance to Nick Allegretti.
Hadn't really had a lot of opportunities in 2023 to step in, and my goal is to make sure there's no drop-off. If it has to maintain the same offensive level that we're at.
The following week against Baltimore, Allegretti made his first playoff start in 4 years.
There was more nerves than I expected, but really proud of the way I stepped in there. Such a cool experience.
Nick Allegretti at that left guard position drove the defender into the backfield, opening up that lane for Isaiah Pacheco and the touchdown.
What an awesome game. But then there's that thought that, like, hey, we got to go finish the job. This is great. Let's celebrate it for another 24 hours. But now we got to go take on an even better 49ers team the next week.
That same 49ers team that while with the Jets 6 months ago, Hardman predicted he'd be playing against in the Super Bowl.
7 day, dog. Yeah. All day. It should be us all day. That's all we gotta do.
After missing last season's Super Bowl and starting this season on a different team, Hardman wasn't letting this unlikely chance slip through his fingers.
It's caught by Hardman! Incredible throw and route to McCole Hardman!
All those type of plays like that, man, you know, I think Pat been saying all practice, like, hey, I'm throwing it. And when he says he's throwing it, he's gonna throw it. So, just happy I caught it, because it was like kind of one of those iffy ones, like bang, bang plays. But my whole mindset was like, just secure it, just secure it.
Hell yeah, Nicky.
As the first half wound down, Allegretti's unlikely Super Bowl journey almost ended prematurely.
I hadn't really had any major injuries. It was one of those things. I immediately knew something was wrong. Rolled around for about 3 seconds, got up, and then I paced around, and
Nicky, you good?
Trav asked if I'm okay.
You good, baby?
I mean, the answer was no. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not okay. But as long as I wasn't hurting the team, I wasn't gonna come out.
With a fully torn UCL in his left elbow, Allegretti played the remaining 60 offensive snaps of the game, including one both he and Hardman will never forget.
13 seconds to go in the overtime, 22-19 San Francisco. A touchdown wins the game. Play action fake, throw, touchdown! Kansas City!
That play's called, I knew I had a chance to get the ball, and then like at the last second, just flicked my head to back. I'm like, oh, there you go, and he threw the ball, and then obviously the rest is history.
One of the most surreal moments ever, when the confetti starts falling, you know the game's over. Everything you've worked for has come to fruition for this season, and it's one of the coolest moments in sports. There was just so much joy and your relief, excitement, pain, and it was just, it's hard to describe. Yeah, it was just some wild emotions.
Wild emotions from a wild finish, resulting in a slightly more meaningful third ring for these two unlikely champions.
Hey!
It's just like one of those type moments that you dream about as a kid. So just to do it, actually be able to do it is wild.
I'm a dreamer, I always have been. And I did dream of this scenario where I've won Super Bowls and had substantial roles. So not that I'm not proud of the two prior, but this one, I'll say, yeah, it does mean more.